Hey, how's everybody doing on today? Can I get oh yeah?
Oh yeah.
Can I get oh yeah again?
Oh
Give
yeah.
yourself a hand. Yeah, man. Yes. How's everybody doing on today? It's the Super Bowl Sunday, right? The 11th of 11th of February. All the good stuff. You guys might be getting prepared for the game, but listen, man, I'm just this is once again, this is starting over father with a dream. This is starting over father with a dream. Of course, it's my podcast. Uh, I'm your host, 1247, but you can call me 12 for short. Once again, how are you gentlemen doing on today? I appreciate everybody tuning in and all that good stuff. But here, gentlemen, we're gonna get straight to it today. And this is the thing I put into practice for myself. You know, even though I'm separated from my kids, how to stay connected to your children more is gentlemen, you have to be creative, right? So this is what I want to say today, right? Creative father is the best father.
Attention.
Oh, sorry. Yeah. A creative father is the best father, gentlemen. We got to get out the how do you say the archaic? We got to get out the caveman mindset as far as you provide for your family and you make the money and that's all you got to do. Nah, gentlemen, it's a brand new day. It's a brand new day, gentlemen. And uh you got to adjust. Me being separated from my children, gentlemen, I'm not there. I haven't been there, right? I separate them here in Atlanta, my children up in Maryland. So once again, how do you keep the relationship strong with your children? How do you keep your relationship strong with the children? I've seen too many men fail with their children because they're not creative. Right? So you move away from your children, you're in the house. But the thing is, and it's messed up because a lot of you men in the house weren't doing anything with your children in the first place. So this is why when it comes to, your children, when you separate, you get divorced, whatever, this is how the relationship gets worse and worse and worse. And this always, once again, gentlemen, this always goes back into your purpose being established. I told you, gentlemen, without the foundation of your family is absolutely going to fail. You gentlemen need to have dream, a dream, a vision manifested into something materialized, and this is the foundation of your life and your family's life. This is why I say, you gentlemen, it's cool. Yeah, you gentlemen, you go to work and bring home the bacon, you slave and do this, do that. 12, I don't have time to be getting creative with my kids. Okay, gentlemen, it is what it is. I'm just trying to break the cycle of monotony. I'm just trying to break it, gentlemen. We have to step up a little bit more. We got to be creative with our children. I told you, gentlemen, listen, uh, my two children right now have two YouTube channels, and they have merchandise coming out. My birthday in September. My children have they're I register a trademark in their name, right? Because the thing is about me, gentlemen, I believe in my two little girls. I believe in those girls. The question is, do you believe in your children? No, serious. Do you believe in your children? See, the thing is, I need for you gentlemen to stop passing your children off to some coach. Stop passing your children off. There's nothing wrong. Once again, there's nothing wrong playing basketball, football. All this extracurricular stuff. But gentlemen, once again, what about your creativity with your children? Once again, it's not coach such and such, right? It's not coach such and such job to make sure your child is excellent in X, Y, and Z, gentlemen. Gentlemen, it's not coach such and such, it's not teacher such and such, gentlemen. That's on you. And some of you gentlemen may be saying, that's feminine. That's her job. She's the one that's supposed to take care of the kids. I'm supposed to go out here. I'm supposed to get out here and get the bacon and just, King Kong. And once again, gentlemen, you gentlemen get no respect. This ain't this, gentlemen. This is not the '60s, gentlemen. This is not the '50s, '60s. This is 2024. You gentlemen gonna have to adjust with the times, gentlemen. This is not what it used to be. You gentlemen got to get more creative with our children. We can't have the same mindset as the men before us did, gentlemen. Can't have that same mindset. This ain't 1975. This ain't 1965. This ain't 1955. This is not Leave It to Beaver and all that good stuff, gentlemen. Things have definitely progressed. And if you gentlemen want a real relationship with your children, if you want your children to be excited about when they talk to you, you gentlemen got to be creative. This partly the reason why I know that my kids love watching YouTube. I told you, gentlemen, I give them an ultimatum. You can keep watching YouTube, or we can make YouTube. Not knowing that, hey, maybe another 2 years down the line that, me and the mom will separate. And actually, me being creative with my children has actually probably brought us closer together than separated us. Because now I call my children with a purpose. They love acting. They love, even yesterday we recorded, even though, like I said, I'm here in Atlanta and they're still in Maryland, I can still record videos. My children love the Roblox and playing video games. So I record videos of us playing video games. Right. So now it's not a strange type thing. Now it's not me calling and having nothing to say and just breathing on the phone. Hey, babies, how you doing? This, that, and the third. Now I'm actually being creative. Now I can really engage with my children. I'm not once again, gentlemen, I'm not leaving that to no type of instructor. I'm not leaving that to the teacher to make sure my children is good. No, that's on me as a father. And a lot of times, gentlemen, we still take on these archaic mindsets. As the ones before me, they went home, they slaved for 70, 80 hours a week, and they just kick back and they the king of the castle. No, you are really not. Not in today's age, gentlemen. I'm telling you, gentlemen, once again, things have progressed. Right? Things have progressed, gentlemen. Things are not what they used to be. Things are not what they used to be. You gentlemen have to get more creative. If you think that's feminine, it is what it is, gentlemen. I'm not going to have a strange relationship with my children, right? Because dad is just, I don't want to, I don't want to be, I want to see my children win. My children have vast imagination. Why not tap into that? Once again, not for my benefit. Like I told you guys, my children are not a meal ticket. My children are not my meal ticket to get me to wherever I want to go. No. The thing is, I told you guys this is the start of my production company. So once again, I got this going for them, and for me. For me, yes. But also for them because they love doing it too. So instead of going to some studio and for some studio time, I got my own studio at my own house. Putting my children in front of the camera. We're doing live videos and things of that nature, gentlemen. This is what being a creative father is. See, my purpose, gentlemen, the purpose is already established for myself. I established the purpose for myself. Now I have a solid foundation for myself and my children. Got the microphone and all this. I'll probably get another one when they come here. Probably get another laptop. Now they can start recording their own stuff. They can start doing their vlogs. We can start doing things a little bit more professionally and things look a little bit more cleaner and things of that nature, gentlemen. This is what it is about. Right, gentlemen? It's levels. I've seen too many families like, hey, yeah, you're good and this, that, and the third, but I didn't see a lot of, me coming up. I didn't see a lot of families really growing like that. It's like everybody was cool and they, had, I see a lot of different fathers had their little job and it was cool, but there was really no growth. Everybody went to school. The same old. Everybody went to school, college, this and the third, military, whatever. It's just like, yeah, okay. And for me, I had to, I had to go a different route. I had to go a different route. I got to do something different than the man who came before me and the man who came before him. I got to do a different route. I got to do it differently. I'm doing it differently. And like I said, I want to put my children in a better spot. I want my children to actually believe in themselves. But if your father don't believe in you, then who else will? Teacher so-and-so needs to believe in your child for your child to quote unquote succeed. Teacher so-and-so, coach so-and-so, instructor so-and-so. They believe in my child, but gentlemen, what about you? 12, man, I'm out here working all day, man. I ain't got time to come home and do X, Y, and Z with my children. Well, sir, don't think you're gonna have any type of respect with your children. Your children are gonna have more respect for you when you start creating something with them. You create something with them, children, you're gonna have respect out the roof. They can expect something from you every time, boom, hey, even though that me and dad, we're separated physically, but every time he calls, we always creating something. We're always uplifting. We're always doing this. We're always doing that. That's what type of father I'm trying to be. Even though I can't be there physically, I can still pour into my children's lives. I'm pouring into them. This is not dad's thing. This is their thing. This you guys decided you want to do this. Okay, let's make it happen. Because gentlemen, once again, I've seen way too many failed marriages. I've seen way too many failed families. I just seen families just fall apart, gentlemen. It fell apart. Reason number one, because a lot of these men don't even have any type of purpose established for themselves. So you don't have purpose established for yourself. Of course, your family is going to drown. I need for you gentlemen to get more creative. Yes, you work. Yes, 60 hours a week. This and I'm tired. 12. I don't feel like doing all this. Okay, gentlemen. Then expect to get the same results as the ones who came before you. And I told you, gentlemen, I don't like this meal ticket nonsense. I don't like these children being used as some sort of meal ticket. I don't like that. I'm starting to see that more and more and more. Men not working hard to better their children's life. Now all of a sudden your son or daughter needs to better your life. Your son or daughter needs to better your life. They need to make my situation better. And the thing is, I just see a lot of too many men out here talking about they sacrificing for the kid. Gentlemen, it's a given. I told you, gentlemen, my children, it's not up to them to put me in a better position. It's actually the other way around. I don't know how all of a sudden, it's a child's responsibility to make sure that their parents are good. We put all this unnecessary pressure on these children. Then all of a sudden they don't quote unquote make it. Then all of a sudden, then they get thrown to the streets. I've seen that happen way too. I'm seeing that happen. That's a trend now. I'm not liking that trend. Fathers are out here we're not building, we're not storing any type of inheritance for nothing for our children. We use our children as some type of pawn for us to get into a better place. Once again, I don't understand where that happened. When did that become cool all of a sudden that we're using our children to put us in a better place? When does that happen? You mean to tell me you gentlemen can't think of something? You can't watch your child do something. You can't suggest something to your children for them to get their little brains going so that you can create something with your children. Gentlemen, I just kept watching. Listen, all my children kept watching YouTube over and over again. And I was like, okay, let me see what you're watching. Now I've seen plenty of men with their children on YouTube recording videos. I'm like, well, hell, if they can do it, so can I. So can I. It builds, once again, it's a lot of things, gentlemen, that go into creating something with your children. You gentlemen talking about, generational wealth and all this other stuff. Well, gentlemen, that comes from being creative. When I used to drive Uber and Lyft, I used to see places all the time. I've never, when I used to be up in the DC, Maryland, Virginia. And I used to drive around to all these different parks and these different places. Oh, shoot, I can take my children to here. There's a park over here. And there's a park. Oh, I didn't know there was a park over there. And there's a park over here. And there's a thing over here. And there's a thing over there. So I turned that into, hey, listen, let's go over here to this park that Daddy found when he dropped off so and so last week or earlier this week. And hey, let's go over here and let's check out this park. So I'm killing two birds with one stone. I'm driving. I'm doing my job for myself. But at the same time, I'm looking around in these different areas. Okay, I've never seen that. I've never seen this mall. There's a farm over here. There's a horseback riding thing over here. And come on, gentlemen. Like, I mean, what is your world about? What is your world about? I understand we got to do the manly thing, the manly man thing. I get it, man. But are you being creative with your children? Are you getting your children to open up their minds, gentlemen? Even me being here in Atlanta. Now, when I was doing Uber and Lyft, gentlemen, there's plenty of things I've seen. I'd love to take my children to these different parks and things of that nature. Created a little traveling vlog thing with my children because they love reenacting. They love what is that? They love exploring and things of that nature. So once again, why not try to get kids to excited about traveling or something like that? Hey, me and my dad, we're traveling to this such and such, and we're going to the zoo in Atlanta. We're doing this and we're doing that. We're doing an aquarium, gentlemen. This is what I'm trying to do, gentlemen. I love them little girls. But yes, I can, I can sit here and do the rest of, I can do what everybody else does. Now I've seen family after family after family after family fail. Failed families. And it comes back to the man, gentlemen. You cannot point the finger at the female. It comes back to you. What is your purpose for this life? Are you taking vision, dream from your head and you're manifesting into something physical? That's where purpose starts, my friend. A lot of you gentlemen got careers, but you have absolutely no purpose. Cool, you got career, you got a car, you got this, you got all the aesthetics. Cool, gentlemen. But once again, what about your purpose? What are you here to do, my friend? What is in your head? Gentlemen, this is why I'm constantly coming up with stuff. I'm coming up with stuff for myself, and I'm coming up with stuff for my children. Hell, I'm still, I'm getting into the little designing of. I'm not a expert at designing, clothing and stuff like that. But I know people that are funky with it. So like my children got their own little. I gotta put the website back up, but they got their own little clothing line. I came out with another thing with them that I got to get trademarked. But I mean, gentlemen, I need for you gentlemen to be more creative, man. Everything is not archaic. Everything is not caveman this and ooga mooga, and I got all this caveman stuff, gentlemen. I think once again, a creative father to me is the best father. To me, that's how a man shows love to his children, being creative, investing into his children. Not just, oh yeah, okay, well, gentlemen, it's just not just taking them to basketball, taking them to football, taking them to karate class. Gentlemen can take that money, you can invest that into your children. I'm telling you, gentlemen, talking about something, get to the bag and all this other stuff. I'm telling you, I always told you, gentlemen. Now, once again, like I said before, and I'm not contradicting myself. I said our children were not the meal ticket. But you talking about like if your family wants to get to a bag, man, do something and build something with your children. Gentlemen, this right here, what I'm doing right here, gentlemen, this my little starting my production company, gentlemen, this is enjoyable for me. So once again, if my children come with me, my children can sit in front of a camera and we can record something, gentlemen. That come on, gentlemen, why not? Dad loves, dad loves being in front of the camera and with the lights on and stuff like that. And I got the microphone and my soundboard and all this stuff. Come on. I mean, this is what I like doing. This is what I created for myself. So now when my children come, now I got something I can impart to them. Hell, they can take this my equipment, they can record their own videos, gentlemen. See, this is what I'm saying. Now I am investing in their future. I'm creating something with them. They're gonna have more appreciation for dad because dad actually believes in us. But once again, gentlemen, I had to create this for myself first. Everything that I have here, gentlemen, I had to create this for myself. This is the purpose. Starting this podcast, gentlemen, was one of my purpose. It's one of my purposes. Getting you gentlemen to be more creative, getting more to your kids' lives, not just dropping them off. Your children come to your house, you gentlemen don't spend no time with them because you guys have a strange relationship because, gentlemen, you're not being creative with them. You're not being creative with the children. What are you creating with your child right now? If I ask you right now, what are you creating with your child? A lot of you don't have a clue. I just go to work and I just come home. I just go to work. Once again, you gentlemen think you actually winning in life? What are you creating with your children? What are you creating with your children? Come on, talk to me. What are you creating with your children? I didn't say what are you creating for your children. What are you creating with your children? Because that's another thing a lot of men do. Oh, well, I created this for them. Well, okay. All right, cool. What did you create with them, sir? Do you know what they like? I mean, do you have any clue what your children even like? No. See, once again, we're continuing the cycle of a whole bunch of mediocrity. Once again, it's not up to coach such and such to make sure my child is in a good headspace. Nah, gentlemen. No, that's trash. It's not coach such and such. It's not mentor such and such. That's my responsibility. I come with the creativity. This is what I did traveling when I was back up in Maryland, DC, Maryland, Virginia. I'm always looking for places. Dad is always looking for somewhere to go. So my children know, hey, listen, on the weekend, Dad's gonna take us somewhere because Dad's always looking. Dad's always looking. Hey, baby, we can finish. Okay, there's a water park over here. Little water parks and stuff I was finding. Turn that into a bloggable moment. My two little girls going to these different things. I'm sitting there blogging them while they're having fun, gentlemen. I didn't wait on the ex to do that. I didn't wait on her to come up with this. No, gentlemen, I did that for myself. Because once again, I love my children. And this is what a father does. When he loves something, he's actually going to take the time and money to develop it. That's not somebody else. That's not teacher so-and-so. It's not principal so-and-so. It's not coach so-and-so. That's not their responsibility. That's mine. And my babies, like I said, we put out plenty of work. The one little channel they got over, I'm sorry. One channel they got over 100, I don't know, I mean, man, like 120 something videos. Other channel they got about, 30, 40. So you're talking about 150 videos for a 9 and 7-year-old. And between the both of them, I mean, it's still growing. I just need help, making some influencers or something like that. I just need help. I ain't gonna lie. I need a little help. Trying to put them out there a little bit. But hell, I mean, they got over, between the both channels, they got over probably like 11,000 views. Right? 11,000 views. Yeah, 11,000 views is better than 0 views. Once again, my children were going to school with their own. They had their own logo. They had their own book bags from their merchandise. Took my money, was invested into them, gentlemen. Come on, man. Gentlemen, I just want us to break the cycles of mediocrity and monotony. I told you, gentlemen, I had to create this space. I had to create my purpose first. I had to create this. The lights and the cameras and all this stuff and the microphones. I had to create this for myself. See, this is how it's supposed to be, gentlemen. See, once again, I did it the wrong way. I got married for love and all this other stuff and try to build a family. Once again, put the cart before the horse, gentlemen. And it absolutely sucks. And once again, I'm not gonna point the finger at the ex and say, oh, well, this, no, gentlemen. I didn't have my purpose established before that relationship even started with. I was just coasting. I was to the left and to the left, to the right, gentlemen. I was all over the place. I cannot point the finger at my ex and say, well, I thought we was in, all this silly stuff. Gentlemen talking about, you gentlemen talking about you the captain of the ship because of what? Because you work 60 hours a week? Once again, gentlemen, that's archaic. That's archaic. This is not the 60s. This is the problem. A lot of you gentlemen still had that mindset from back in the day. You gentlemen haven't reworked your thinking. You still thinking, we back in the day, gentlemen. This is not the day. This is not your daddy in them days. Those days are over with. You gentlemen still crying about, I wish you would be a housewife and all this other stuff. Gentlemen, that's cool. But once again, it's a different day. It's a totally different day, gentlemen. You're gonna have to adjust. You gentlemen, just coming home and bringing home the bacon, gentlemen, it's not really cutting it anymore. Are you gentlemen being creative with your children? Come on, gentlemen. I'm telling you, I tell you all the time, the children are going to be children are going to be your biggest assets in life. You gentlemen talking about getting to some bag. I mean, I'm telling you, people go invest more in their children than they do in adults. Right? I'm just saying, gentlemen, you gotta be more creative with our children. That's all I'm saying. Be more creative. This is probably going totally against the grain. And 12, man, you sound kind of soft and all this other stuff. Man, call me whatever you want to call me. But when 12 get cracking and his children are right with him, gentlemen, you're gonna see who's popping and who's not. I told you, gentlemen, my children are not some type of meal ticket. I do not need my children to do X, Y, and Z for me to be good. Oh, you babies need to be famous so you can get your daddy about this apartment. Nah, gentlemen, that's not my children's responsibility. Now, I do not use my children as some type of pawn. I create first. I have created this space. I have created this. Now they can come in, and now they can partake. As my little production studio gets bigger and bigger, gentlemen, and same thing with them. They can come in. They love acting. They love doing this. They love doing that. There's so many things I could do with them, but I couldn't do that when I was when I was married, because, gentlemen, I was really backwards. I did my last marriage backwards. I married for some love, didn't have no purpose, no nothing for my life. Call myself falling in love and getting married, all this stupid shit. I want you gentlemen to break the monotony. I want you gentlemen to break the curse. You gentlemen get more creative, because it brings the more, how can I say, because don't get me wrong, gentlemen. I mean, a lot of us are just big kids anyways, right? That's why children love dad, because dad could be a big goofball. You could balance it out, gentlemen. You could be strict and be that creative dad. I've seen it too many times. It's just failed families at the failed. It's not even marriage. It's failed families at the failed families at the failed families, and it's because of you gentlemen. You gentlemen don't have any type of foundation established. You don't have no type of purpose for nothing. And I told you, gentlemen, from the dream starts here, manifested, then becomes purpose, then it leads to your mission. See, gentlemen, I had to do it all over again. I had to start all over again. I had to start all over again. And this is why I created this podcast, gentlemen. I'm showing you. I'm not telling you. I'm showing you. I had to start all over again, gentlemen. I had to. I had to get this purpose established first. I had to get this established. I had to. I had to. I had to do this for myself. I had to hit the reset button. I had to, the last marriage, it didn't work. I blame myself because, once again, I didn't have my purpose established before I even met her. Because, honestly, if I had it probably established, we probably never would have got, I never wouldn't have got married in the first place. It is what it is. But you live and you learn. And now I hit the reset button on my life. Now I've come, basically it's like, it's like me getting out the military all over again. I got out the military in 2007. So you're talking about 16 years ago, almost 16 years of some change. This is what I should have done back in 2007 when I first got out. Been by myself, doing this, and the thing is, everything happens for a reason. I had a roommate and all the other stuff. So everything happens for a reason. Now, like I told you guys, it took me 40 years to get to this place where I had to hit the reset button. I had to hit the reset button on my life because I was heading down, I was heading down the abyss. And it's not right to head down the abyss and take your so-called family with you. This is why I say you gentlemen have to have a purpose established for your life. That's the foundation, gentlemen. That's the foundation for your life. And now your family can stand upon it. See, now my family, my two little ones can come here now. And daddy has the foundation already established. So now they can come in and they can be free. And we can record whatever we can record. I got the thing here. Like I said, I gotta probably gotta get another mic and stuff like that. I got a situation already set up. My children can come in, plug and play. We can get things looking nice. We get things looking more professional and things of that nature, gentlemen. My thing for them is, hey, to get sponsorships and collaborations. I would love my children to be on commercials and things of that nature. But hell, if we got to shoot commercials and things in the 1247 production studios, so be it. Create your own commercials. That's been my own thing. Create your own, man. I told you, gentlemen, everything starts within the house. It starts here. Manifest it becomes purpose. From purpose, it leads to your mission, gentlemen. Come on, I'm trying to help you out. Get rid of the old mindset, gentlemen. Listen, gentlemen, that old leave it to beaver bullshit don't work anymore. Yeah, you need to be king of the castle, this and third, lunch pail. I bring home the bacon. I do whatever I want, gentlemen. That is over with. That is old. It's been old for probably since the 50s, gentlemen. That is over with. What your daddy and them and your granddaddy and great and all them had back in the day, gentlemen, that's not coming back. Oh, we just want I hear men talking about they want traditional women, this, that, and the third. Gentlemen, it's not. It's different. You gentlemen had to adjust. I don't understand. You gentlemen want things to stay the same. See, women are adjusting, but you men are staying the same. You gentlemen are constantly staying the same, but you want different. You want a different outcome, gentlemen. You have to make adjustments. You have to be the leader, gentlemen. You creating purpose. Not creating purpose. You manifesting thought. So it becomes purpose, gentlemen. You have to do this for yourself. You can't expect your so-called wife to do it. You can't expect your wife to do it. You can't expect Oh, somebody else is going to do X. I had the same thing, gentlemen. I thought somebody else was going to do this. I thought somebody else was going to do that. Somebody else. No. It's on you, my friend. It was on me. Excuse me. It's not on somebody else to make my stuff pop. It's not up to somebody else to create purpose for me. I'm not a robot. I know what I want to do. Hey, listen, I'm going to get it done. And me being up in Maryland, it wasn't, I had these things in my head, but it was like, things wasn't really popping like that back up in Maryland. It was just like, it's like a dead place. So I came on down to Atlanta. This is where all the entertainment, all this stuff is. So I'm like, you know what? Instead of, me waiting in line, trying to audition for such and such, let me create my own. When my children come to visit me, bam, they see daddy has his own studio. Now they can sit at this desk and I got the cameras rolling. They can create their own stuff. Come on, man, gentlemen. I'm saying, gentlemen, this it's gotta be a change. I don't look at somebody else, and I'm not looking at somebody else to make my children's lives better. That's not right. That's not right to think and to point to put this type of pressure on somebody else to make my children's lives better. No, sir, that's yours. And gentlemen, I'm telling you, I'm speaking from experience because I'm doing it right now. I'm doing it right now. I've created purpose. When I've created purpose, I've taken a dream. I've taken a vision from my head and I manifested into what I got right now. And it's going to keep growing, growing, and growing. I didn't have this stuff back when I was up in Maryland. I didn't have this stuff up in Maryland. I ain't had none of this. I had no podcast equipment. I ain't had no headphones. I didn't have any of this stuff. I didn't have it. I could have. But nah, gentlemen, once again, gentlemen, my last marriage, gentlemen, I'm not gonna lie, man, I f***ed that up really bad. I can say that, gentlemen. My last marriage, man, I f***ed that up really bad. I did, man. I look back at it, yeah, man, I really f***ed up. Didn't have no foundation for myself, gentlemen. It's once again, it's not fair to of course, to the ex and to my little ones to we like I said, I'm on her boat. I was on her boat going wherever she wanted to go. But once again, that was me jumping out, me just floating once again, just all over the place. I'm going to this club, I'm doing this, I'm doing that, nowhere near what I want to do. So yeah, gentlemen, I can honestly say that my last marriage, I f***ed that up really bad. And I say that, and hey, listen, I can admit when I'm wrong. A lot of men, oh, this and that, and I mean, gentlemen, I can, but from the jump, me not having my together, gentlemen, yeah, man, I f***ed that marriage up really bad. I didn't have my together. Gentlemen, I did not have my together. I didn't have purpose established for my life. So yeah, gentlemen, I f***ed up really bad. I can admit that. And I want you gentlemen keep going to take the same route that I went. You gentlemen need to have a dream. I'm pretty sure every last one of you have a dream or a vision. You need to manifest it into something physical. So now it becomes purpose. Now you have a foundation. So the dream manifested into something physical becomes purpose. And your purpose is going to lead to your mission. You gentlemen need to get to it. I'm telling you, in the end, your children are going to thank you for it. How do we make better? How do you make better children for society, gentlemen? It's being creative, gentlemen. Not. I don't want my children to be coming out here becoming like robots. Being creative. hey, whatever I think of, hey, if I bring it back to my dad, we're gonna make it happen. Hey, if I bring it back to my daddy, bam, we can create X, Y, and Z. This is how you get once again, gentlemen, this is how you get your children to be how you say nah. Well, yeah, this is how you get your children to think more. So everything doesn't have to be mundane. Everything doesn't have to be blase, blase, blah, same old, same. Nah, gentlemen, this is where it starts. It starts with me and you, gentlemen, doing something that's different. And like I said, gentlemen, yeah. Hey, sometimes, hey, you gotta ask the why, the ex for hey apology, because my last marriage, I f***ed up really bad. You gotta I gotta take it on the chin. Yeah, my last marriage, gentlemen, I can say I really f***ed it up. I'm not gonna point the finger, gentlemen. I didn't have my together. I just didn't. I didn't have nothing established, nothing. It took me to be separated to establish this. This should have been done way before I met my ex. This should have been done. It should have been done. It should have been cracking, but once again, I had to go through that lesson. I had to learn. I had to get married. I had to have, buy a house and have children for the first time. I learned everything from her. That was a learning experience. But now it's time for me to grow the up. It's time for me, once again, to grow the up. I can't keep pointing the fingers at anybody else but myself, gentlemen. I have to grow the up and take control of my life. And it means ever since the military, gentlemen, I mean, it's like when you have a military mindset, it's like you're used to somebody telling you what to do. And now I had to break that and be like, nah, this is what I want for my life. It's not about somebody drill sergeant or supervisor or somebody always telling you what to do, X, Y, and Z, because that's what I'm used to. But now, like I said, military was almost 17 years ago. Sometimes you gotta break that. You gotta take control. You gotta take the bull. You gotta take the bull by the horns. I can't depend upon X, Y, and Z. Everything I tell you, gentlemen, all the time. Whatever you have, whatever you have or what you don't have, gentlemen, that's all on you. You can't blame somebody else. This is not the old Adam and Eve days, gentlemen. I can't blame somebody else. I want bigger and better things to happen for myself and for my little ones. Now, for my ex-wife, that's her business. God bless her, whatever she does, that's her business. Hey, we could co-parent and we can co-parent. But as far as the other stuff, now that would never happen. But I mean, hey, let's co-parent. Let's raise our children right, and let's invest. Let's invest in our children, and let's be authentic. Why not? I mean, hey, I always had little dreams when I was a child, but hey, it never really happened for me. Like the old man was like, any other old man that was back in those days, and just hey, you drop your son off here and taking a football practice or something, and basketball this and track or something like that. I get it, for that time, everything was about macho this and macho that and being a man of the house. But creativity wasn't back in the 80s and 90s. That wasn't nobody was talking about that. For a man to be, coloring with his kids, or a man to be creating this for his kids, that wasn't being done back when I was growing up. Right? You coloring with your kids, or you out there playing. You might play tackle, or you might roughhouse your children, but actually creating something, or that wasn't being done back 30, 40 years ago. Like I said, things have changed. Things have changed. We got to make adjustments, gentlemen. It's time to make adjustments. I want you gentlemen to be more creative. Because purpose is going to come. Your creativity is your purpose. Well, yeah, I mean, you got thought, you got dreams, and you got visions. Now you got to be creative, gentlemen. You got to tap into the, you tell me, oh, that's creative. That's once again, that's feminine. Okay, well, gentlemen, I don't know what else to tell you. You can still, once again, you can keep doing the archaic stuff that the men before you did, and you're going to get the same results. Once again, I've seen failed families and marriages all over the place. What is the common? What is the common denominator, gentlemen? It's you. The common denominator in all this failure that I'm seeing, gentlemen, it is you. You cannot point the finger at anybody else but yourself, but myself. All this failure going around, all this failure that's going on all around us, gentlemen, comes back to me and you. You have to get more creative, gentlemen. It's time to, leave that caveman stuff alone. It's time to get more creative. It's time to build stronger families. Let's be honest. A more creative dad is probably going to build a stronger family. A creative father is probably going to be a better father than the caveman father. I'm just be honest. A creative father is going to be way better than that caveman father. The ugga mugga, I bring the home the bacon and all this stuff. That creative father is going to be better than the ones of old. I'm just going to be honest with you. Your family is going to be more prosperous than the ones of old. I'm just being honest. If you want to do what has already been done, okay, keep doing it. But don't be mad at this man and his family. His family, they're going there, they're doing this, they're doing that, because once again, that man has chose to do something different. I'm just saying, gentlemen. I'm always coming up with something, man. I'm always. That's been my thing. I'm just in that creative mode, man. I'm always in that creative mode. I'm always looking at the next thing and the next this and the next that. 9 and 7 years old with their own trade, the trademark. They got intellectual property right before they hit teenage years. Now, once again, can you gentlemen say the same thing? Hey, my child has intellectual property. Now, once again, they might own property, and that's fine. It's something that you might have done for them. There's nothing wrong with that either. But once again, what have you created with them? This is what binds the father to the children. So once again, if you're ever to separate, the bond won't be broken, because that creativity, because dad is still, hey, dad, dad's gonna call, we're gonna create this, dad's gonna call, we're gonna do this, dad's gonna call, we're gonna try to do this and try to do that. We can still build at a distance. We can still build that bond between you and your seed doesn't have to be broken just because you and the mom didn't work out. Me and my daddy still building this. Me and my daddy still doing this. Next time I see him, I'm going to suggest this, and we're going to do X, Y, and Z. It's great to take them to, once again, gentlemen, there's nothing wrong with taking them here and taking them there. But once again, what are you creating with your children? What are you creating with these little ones? They got so many imaginations, gentlemen. You got to tap into it. That's what my children are doing. Listen, you want the YouTube channel? They will come to me with the ideas. Hey, Dad, let's do blah, blah, blah. And sometimes, I would go on YouTube and see what other creators and their children are doing too. So it's like, okay, bam, I can do this, that, and the third. Oh, okay, Dad, well, let's do. This is what I was doing all the time back up in the DMV before I came down here. We were just cranking videos out. We did about 90 videos in about 3 months. 90 plus videos in a 3-month span. Every single day it was something. It was fun. Now, right before, I was doing Uber and Lyft, doing my own thing. This is why I like having my own schedule because I can go, I can take them to school, we will record videos, and bam, I'll be on I'll be out there till whenever I get done and all the other good stuff. I mean, it was just I like that schedule. I like that freedom. And at the same time, I got my children involved in the things they like to do and the things that I like to do. Because I was always the thing is I was always making YouTube videos. My other channel, my 1247 great one on YouTube. I was making my own videos, but then it's like it popped in my one day it just popped in my head. Hey, create a channel with your because I wasn't really growing like that. And once again, the thing popped into my head. Hey, create a channel with your children. Create a channel with your children. That's what I've done. We're still working it. Even though we're not together, we are still working it. We are still creating. We are still being creative. Right? Because bam, when I step through the door, they can step through the door right with me. They got listen, my children got catalog right now. Now on top of it, they got intellectual property and LLC and all that good stuff, man. Right as of right now, 9 to 7 years old. Because I broke the cycle of the mundane mediocrity in my bloodline. So whatever, the old man and me, whatever that dynamic was, cool, I broke that. I'm not gonna pass that on to them. Between he and I, shoot, that's between you and I, buddy. It is what it is. But as far as between me and them, that's when I broke the curse. No, I broke that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna do that. We're not gonna continue whatever we got going on. That's between you and I. But as far as me and them, yeah, that breaks. That buck stops here. We're gonna do something different. So I believe in my children. Doesn't matter who else believes and who this and that. And this is one of the main reasons why I left Maryland. Because I'm sitting there, I want people to believe in my kids and my children. When I didn't have the merchandise, I want people to invest into my children's merchandise, but I wasn't getting really any love up there. I'm like, man, what's going on, man? You see these children out here, they YouTube and they're trying to get stuff going. You would think people that know that would support them, but hell, sometimes the people that know you can be your actual biggest haters. Yeah. People that know you can be your biggest haters. And this is one of the reasons why I came from Maryland to Atlanta, because I'm like, let's go to somewhere I don't know. Let's start fresh and let's see what happens. Yeah, for the life of me, I didn't understand why people weren't supporting me and why people weren't supporting my children. And, they're trying to get their little thing up and running. And it just seemed like let's be honest. The more creative you are, the more haters you will get. Hold up, let me write that down. Hold up. The more creative. Let me write that down. Hold up. The more creative you are, the more haters you will receive. The more creative you are, the more haters you will receive. Yeah, that's crazy. As long as you're going to work, somebody's gonna support you. But once you start getting to creating the stuff, it seems like the more haters actually come out. The more creative you are, the more haters you'll have. It's okay if everybody's working a 9 to 5, everybody's doing the mundane. Cool, I'll support you all day and blah, 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 blah. But as soon as you start getting creative, all of a sudden, everybody becomes a hater. How dare they create X, Y, and Z? Like, what you expect us to do? Like, it's just weird. Like, everybody's you just see a whole bunch of people doing the same nonsense. Like, I'm watching from afar. You guys are just in circles. But we over here creating something. All of a sudden, we get we getting all the hate like this. That's just weird. It's like I live in a twilight zone. Like this is a weird world that I'm living in right now. As long as everybody's doing the same, then it's all good. But as soon as somebody's doing something different, all of a sudden you're getting all this hatred. Okay. So what? That's a real crabs in the barrel mentality. Everybody's supposed to have the same thing at the same time. Like nobody can progress further. Everybody's supposed to look the same, sound the same. I mean, it's just that's not what I'm going to have for my life and for theirs. I don't have to have the same thing you have. I don't have to talk the same way you talk. I don't have to dress and do. Everybody has to be the same. It's okay for this person to be good, but you can't do that. No. Listen. I'm not with that. Nobody's controlling my life. Nobody's going to tell me how to do this. Nobody's going to tell me to do shit. I'm the captain of the ship. I've gotten back into my creative mode. I created purpose for myself. Now my children, I got platform for myself. I got a purpose for myself. Now my children can come in and now they can express themselves and we can do a whole bunch of stuff. Because it started with me. I had to hit the reset button on my life, gentlemen. So it started with me. Now I'm out here, myself and them two little ones. We out here getting it. And once again, mom wants to join along. Hey, let's rock and roll. Let's be cordial and cool. Your children got, our children got they got visions and dreams, and let's make it happen. Me doing the things that I did, getting trademarks and stuff like that. Nobody asked me to do that. The ex didn't ask me to do that. Nobody asked me to do that. I just took that upon myself because I believe in my children. So why not take the time and take that money, invest it into a trademark? You're doing videos but no trademarks and all that stuff. It's just silly. So hey, I invested into the trademark. Got other things going on, man. It's rocking and rolling. People, gentlemen talking about entrepreneurship. Once again, gentlemen, you start when they're young. You're not gonna wait till they're old to get something cracking. You're gonna wait till their teenage years to get something actually rolling. No, it doesn't work like that. You get them while they're young, so they can expand their imagination. Sure, this is where all the million and billion dollar ideas come from. Hell, like I said, my little one, she's 7 now, but when she was 4, she gave me the name to the name of her little, I keep saying little. She gave me the name to her business. She gave me the name. She seen something that was on my shirt. Hey, Dad, 4 years old, gave me the idea. I took it, ran to my buddy over in Indonesia, got some logos made, and been cranking from there. 4-year-old gave me that. 4 years old. But once again, she only got the idea because I was still creating my merchandise. So she seen something that I created, and then from there she turned back to me and said, "Hey, Dad, instead of doing this, can you make it like this?" I'm like, "Oh, it's not like that. I didn't think about it like that." Only way that she got the idea because she's seen something that I created. And when she seen something I created, something in her, it sparked something in her, and she spit something back to me, and now she got her own business. At the time, the youngest gave me something, and the oldest gave me something. I took it, and I had characters made, all types of stuff, gentlemen. The creativity, man. Creativity is going to be huge, gentlemen. You gentlemen want to really win in life, gentlemen, you got to be more creative. I'm telling you, a creative man is going to be a well sought after man. If you want to be the Ugga Mugga caveman stuff, gentlemen, it's not going to work for you. Where we heading to is going to be more creativity. You gentlemen still doing I'm the man and I bring home the bacon, gentlemen, it's not going to work for you. It's just not. Things are shifting. You gentlemen got to shift with the times, gentlemen. We're not going back to what it used to be. But once again, a creative father is the best father to have on earth, man. I'm telling you. You're going to have more. You're going to have a better relationship with your children. You're going to establish more because you're always thinking. You're always thinking of them. You're getting them to think. You're getting them to create as you're creating. I'm telling you, man, that's where the bond. Then if you got a wife, all you guys are sitting on your purpose together. As for me, I got to do it different. So, last marriage, like I said, I ain't gonna lie, I destroyed that. So now, as I got my own foundation, if a new one decides to come in, she has to come in. If she can add something to this or multiply to it, shoot, that'd be great. If she want to add to it, she want to multiply to it, great. But instead of me going out here, no, you have to come in. You got to add something to this. You got to multiply to something to this. Because I can't. I'm not gonna go through the same cycle of I'm not gonna do that. So the new one comes in. You have to come into my world. You have to come in and see where you can be of assistance. If not, I can't do nothing for you. That's how I am right now. I don't have time to play. I got. Once you gentlemen have kids, you have things, you have purpose established for you and them. Yeah, gentlemen, you don't have time to keep playing games with these females. I don't have time. I'm not gonna jeopardize, something that I built and something that they built for because of some cute face and a big butt. Nah, gentlemen, it's time to grow up. Anyways, man, that is my time. That is my time. Take it over, yeah. Appreciate everybody once again. Once again, this is Starting Over Father with a Dream. This is my podcast. If you're watching this on YouTube, please like, share, and subscribe to this channel. If you're watching this on YouTube, like, share, and subscribe. If you're listening to this watching this on Anchor or Spotify, same thing. Like, share, and subscribe, or subscribe to the channel. You guys see down there, if you guys don't mind donating to the channel, I greatly appreciate it. Just making this thing bigger and better. I do want to do a whole bunch of new stuff to the studio and get some new equipment, all this stuff. And I greatly appreciate it if you guys would donate to the channel so we can make these things happen. You guys see down there. Also, come by, show me some love. Here's the merchandise. www.1247clothingcompany.org. See the fake love hoodie, all that good stuff. Got a fake love t-shirt underneath. Once again, appreciate everybody. Of course, the email address, if you guys need to get at me, please do. But yeah, gentlemen, that's my time. Enjoy your Super Bowl Sunday. But gentlemen, once again, a creative father is the best father. You want to be the best for your children's life, gentlemen, you got to be creative. I'm telling you, you're gonna do your child the best service that you could ever do when a father is creative. A father is creative. He's always producing something. He's coming out with something for himself and for his family. John, I'm telling you, gentlemen, you got to be more creative. Get rid of the archaic caveman, bring home the bacon stuff, gentlemen. That's great. There's nothing wrong with that, but gentlemen, you got to adjust. This is not the 50s. This is not the 60s. This is a new day. You gentlemen got to switch it up. But anyways, man, that's my time. You gentlemen have a good one. Peace.